What's up, everybody? Trying something new today. I'm out on the Susquehanna River, kayaking here. I'm gonna do a solo overnight on an island here on the Susquehanna. Pretty excited about this. Hoping it goes well. Got about 30 pounds of gear. Maybe 40 with food and water. Had to be kind of careful that I didn't overpack, because I can only hold about 275 pounds and I'm a good 210. Heading to the first island now. This is going to be like a scouting trip. The goal is to find an island that'll be a suitable spot for me and Amanda to take Lenny on a kayaking camping trip as well. So yeah, stick around and see what happens here. All right, so we've reached the first of the island campsites on our journey. This is campsite 97. It's a nice small little island. Got a picnic table. Looks like it could comfortably hold 4 to 6 people. Camp 97, leave no trace. Don't leave stuff in the fire pit. Gotcha. There's that nice fire pit. Even some wood left behind for the next person. Got some rope strung between the trees to hang up some wet gear. It's a pretty small island. It's got a little trail here. Maybe leading towards a bathroom, possibly. Well, not bathroom, but aha, yes. This is what people are using for the bathroom. I see a lot of toilet paper evidence. So much for leave no trace, huh? Either bury it or pack it out. That would be the expectation. But either way, I'm planning to hammock camp tonight. This is a nice little area, but I don't really see trees that are suitable for what I'm trying to do. Might be able to get away with from this one to that one, but either way, there's some bigger islands upriver, and that's where we're gonna head. But yeah, this was a nice maybe 10-minute paddle from the boat launch in Millersburg. I'm gonna be heading downriver towards Halifax here. Sneak under this log. Yep, heading towards Halifax. Amanda's gonna pick me up at the boat launch in Halifax tomorrow. There's something just jumped in the water. Wonder what that was. Yeah, this is a nice little island, and it might be a good option for somewhere to bring Amanda and Lenny, especially if we plan to camp in a tent. All right, off to the next spot. camera. Really tilting. Alright. Here we go. Rocky up ahead. Attempting to kind of go around them. The map I looked at, it looked a little bit better on the other shore. So, heading over this direction. Follow the river. And the Halifax. It's a very hot day to be doing this. 90 degrees. We are at about 3:30 in the afternoon. Got a good bit of paddling to do. So I'm hoping to get to shore before dark. Set up and make some dinner. All right, so been kayaking for about 20 more minutes. Came across that section that was pretty rocky and water was a bit choppy. My original plan was to go all the way around it by going close to the other shore, which is just about probably close to a mile across at this spot. I got sunscreen in my eyes, jeez. But anyway, I decided against expending all that extra energy. I felt like I could see a good clear route straight down the middle. Wasn't quite as smooth as I thought that it looked, but I did go down over some rocks, got in some choppy water. It was alright. I navigated through it, and we're continuing on down the river at this point. So, yeah, we're heading towards, I believe it's Island 93. It's one of the larger islands. It's either 93 or 95. I'll confirm that later. But it's one of the bigger ones. I'm hoping there's a good spot for setting up a hammock there, because that's really all I brought. So if it's not a great site for that, I do have a tarp and Swagman roll is my sleep system tonight. So if it's not great for hammocks, I may just be sleeping on the ground, and hey, that is okay with me. But yeah, this is my first solo river kayaking trip. I've done several kayaking trips before. No expert by any means. Can't really say I'm an expert at anything, but I do enjoy kayaking, and I would say I'm proficient. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good night, I hope. There really isn't much chance of rain. Low temperatures tonight are gonna be in the 60s. Like I said, it's in the 90s right now. It's brutal. Right here in the direct sunlight too. But we're getting through it. Into a little channel here. Right there, that was the main river. I'm gonna see if this channel will take me to the campsite. If not, hopefully it plops me out on the river again. It's definitely a nice little change to be out of the direct sunlight for a little bit. I really hope this is the way there, because this is pretty cool. Current's moving pretty good through this little channel. So far, I've seen a lot of ducks and turtles. On the first island I was at, there was definitely something large that jumped into the water. Didn't get a chance to see what it was, so could speculate, but not sure. This is just a surreal little spot. There's some turtles and some ducks right over there on that shore. There are the ducks. This is fabulous. Should be pretty close to the campsite. My GPS is saying 400 feet. But I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is where I'm at, but we'll see. The last one, you could clearly see a spot to go up onto the shore, so I'm hoping this one will have something similar. Looks like something going up to the shore, but that doesn't seem like it's man-made. I'm gonna keep looking. I see something up ahead that looks like it could be promising though. A bank that's not nearly as steep. I see a rope. I'm gonna make for the rope. This looks right. Alright. I'm gonna go up one shore, take a look around. So, that was the campsite. That was Island 93. Nice big campsite. Unfortunately, some people beat me there. So, there's really only a couple good spots to set up a hammock there, and they were hammocking. So I'm gonna leave them to it. Let them enjoy the serenity of the island themselves, and I'm going to go find one of my own. So, that was Island 93. Next one is probably another 3.5 miles downriver. It's going to be past Halifax, so I'm going to have to adjust my plan for how I'm getting out of the water. Amanda was going to pick me up at the boat launch in Halifax. She is now, I'd say, going to have to pick me up at the Clark's Ferry Bridge. Alright, so 5:56, just about 6 o'clock. I've missed my exit, so to speak, I believe. So there's definitely a campsite here. Got a nice fire ring. A few good spots for a hammock. But this is definitely not Island 89. It's very close to it. I want to say that it's that one right there. I just didn't see a good spot to get out, and I tried to go through this little channel here. Had to walk the boat through because it was a little too shallow. And that's when I noticed this here. So I pulled the boat up onto shore. I did try walking over there. It is very muddy, very muddy. So decided not to continue doing that. Also, that bank is covered in poison ivy, so I was avoiding that area as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is potentially that island right there. I did see a few people. The next island over in the distance there that you can see, probably right over there. Yeah, there were at least 2-3 guys over on that island. So that may be it too. But if that's the case, my GPS is pretty off, because it definitely was telling me it was that one there. But I'm content with this spot. There's a fire pit for me to use. There are trees for me to put up my hammock. I'm actually thinking about stringing it up from this guy to this guy, or even from this guy to that guy. I think it'll be quite comfortable there. I just want to make sure that my fire is not going to damage my hammock. I also need to see about finding some firewood. It's pretty overgrown here. Luckily, none of this appears to be poison or anything of that sort, so I don't mind walking through it. I do see a dead tree here. Really don't want to take something that big down though. If I could find something smaller, perhaps over here. The bank just kind of drops off. You actually can't really see it here, but yeah. So got to be careful with that. But all right, I'm gonna find some firewood, because yeah, everything I brought to eat depends on fire to cook it. So I really do need to get a fire going. First though, I think I'm going to get my hammock set up and go from there. Yeah, this is a really cool spot. I'm excited about this place. Definitely a lot smaller than the island I intended to stay on. And this is probably smaller than Island 89 would have been if I found it. But rather than trying to paddle up around the side there and waste time doing that and it potentially being the island with all those other people on it, I'm just gonna claim this is my own, and this is gonna be how it is. So all right, well, check in again once I get started setting up here. So I'm on my own personal little island here. It's definitely not Island 89, confirmed that, but I'm cool with this spot. There's a fire pit right in front of me. I got my hammock up. I got my gear set out. I'm gonna go through some of the stuff that I brought with me for this trip. Just give you an idea of what I got here. So yeah, we'll start with that. First off, there's the hammock. This is the Dutchware Chameleon hammock with the bug net on. and the continuous ridge line that you can hang stuff on. I do have a tarp. I don't know that I'm going to put it up because it is not really supposed to rain tonight. So I've got Trekology pillow to use. Already started collecting some wood. But yeah, got the DD tarp. It's a 9x9 tarp. I've got my fire kit, a folding saw, gloves. Yeah, you know what I didn't bring? I did not bring a headlamp. Oh well. I've got a lantern, so that'll help me out. Got my knife, a little first aid kit, bug spray and sunscreen, coffee kit, swagman roll. That is what I'm going to use to keep warm tonight. In here, I got a bush pot and a grail to get some fresh water. I got a grill grate, although it looks like there's a few that have been left here by other people. Mine's in a little better shape though. I've got cup, knife, cutting board, pan to cook with. Got a bag with rice in it there, part of my dinner. Got the Pelican Trailblazer kayak. My food I have in this Ice Mule dry bag cooler. I got a bunch of camera gear here. That honestly was probably most of the weight. In total, I had about 40-45 pounds with me. Probably at least 15 pounds of that's all camera gear. I've got just like a generic dry bag that I had some stuff in. I got my GPS unit. This is that Earth Pack 55-liter backpack. It's awesome. I just had that strapped to the front of the kayak and it did great. So yeah, that's really about everything I got. So I'm gonna start prepping dinner, get a fire going, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat and relax. Got about a 3.5 mile paddle to get out tomorrow. I let Amanda know, change of plans. She's gonna meet me at the new spot and we'll be good to go. So yeah, this is home for the night. Pretty solid. I believe this is the Pathfinder LS Carver, which I think will double as a great cooking knife. Now I probably will also do some carving with it, but tonight it's going to be my veggie prep knife. Well, that's okay. So, for tonight, I've got some onion, I've got some bell pepper, and I've got some chicken. The chicken I had marinate overnight in, it was olive oil, tequila, lime juice, some of the Derek Wolf Southwest spice blend. I think it's got like hatch chilies in it, and some other stuff. Obviously some other stuff. Some crushed dried Thai chilies. Maybe some salt and pepper. I think that's about it though. So I think that's going to be good. I also have a little bag here of I think a half cup of basmati rice. Either that or jasmine rice. I forget which one I grabbed. I think it's the basmati. So yeah, just gonna coarsely chop some of this onion. The seat here is not super level, so I'm gonna remedy that once I'm a little more established here. Yeah, this is a very, very nice, very sharp knife. Brand new. Just got it from the Pathfinder knife shop. So, thank you guys for the quality materials you guys produce. Even though this is a carver, I'm getting some multi-purpose use out of it. And depending how the night goes, I may even do some carving here at the campsite. So I can start cooking. The only other thing that would have made this better, potentially some kind of a sauce. Always a fan of sauces. Especially barbecue sauce. Goes on everything. It's gonna be delicious. Well, came to the realization I do have my headlamp. However, I don't have any utensils. So that's fun. The rice is done. Chicken's cooking up. Drop it down lower onto the coals. Get a little more heat. It's coming together real nice. It's going to be pretty good. Again, a couple more minutes on the chicken. and I'll combine everything together. I did not bring a plate or anything. I'm just going to eat it right out of the pan there. So, it's not gonna win any awards for being the prettiest meal I've ever made, but I think it's gonna be delicious. Let me get repositioned here. Alright. So, I did find a utensil. I have an eating pick, and I have a spatula. Wow. Super flavorful. That tequila lime marinade. It's fantastic. Everything's cooked right. I wouldn't say I'm in the most comfortable eating position, so I'm probably going to change that in a minute here. But yeah, overall, I'd say this is a successful meal. I really enjoy it. That looks good. But I got to fluff my rice with a pot hanger. Eat with a spatula. Use up the rest of this lime because got oatmeal and bacon for the morning. Limes don't really go with those, so we're just going to use it up. Absolutely would make this again. Left the chicken marinate overnight. Hey, there is a critter. There's a critter right here. Something is tunneling right here next to where I'm eating. I just saw it moving the ground. So that's interesting. Gonna keep an eye on that. Gotta put my food up tonight, make sure it doesn't draw any attention. Although I don't intend to have any leftovers. But I have bacon in the dry bag for the morning. And I've got banana nut oatmeal to go with that. I noticed my little jar of olive oil leaked, so that got all over the oatmeal container, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Got some Jamaican coffee. Gonna have that in the morning as well. Yeah. It's gonna be a good relaxing evening now. Alright. You've watched me sit here and eat long enough, so I gonna shut down the camera for now, and I'm gonna finish eating. I'm hoping this is capturing the movement that I'm seeing here. I'm hoping whatever's in there pops out so we can take a look at it. Get it on camera here. All right, well, had a really solid dinner. Still watching this rodent that is tunneling around the fire pit. I don't think it's gonna pop its head out, but certainly was interesting to watch. Messing with the GoPro, trying to learn how to do time lapses and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill out tonight. Hear a couple boats on the water. But other than that, it's pretty uneventful. Might try shooting on the GoPro later, see how that does in low light. I hear they're decent in low light, so see how that is. But yeah, otherwise I'm gonna check in the morning. Gonna make some breakfast, back on the water. I need to try to get picked up by about 11 o'clock, so it should be doable. Yeah, right now it's about 8:30. Sun is setting and it's still about 90 degrees out. I am by the campfire, which isn't helping, but I guess it's helping keep the bugs away. Really, it hasn't been that buggy, which surprises me. I figured being out on the water I'd experience some more bugs, but it's been alright. But alright, that's it for now. Good morning. What a great morning it is. It is about 70 degrees. Right now it is almost 8 o'clock. I first woke up around 5:45. Just as the sun was coming up. Fell back to sleep. Slept till about 7:15 then. Now I'm just up getting some coffee made. Got some oatmeal to make as well, and some bacon. So yeah, got a little fire going. Right now I just have water heating up. Once I got the coffee all ground up, I'm probably gonna put my bacon on. Just a little fire today, that's all I'm gonna need. And we're gonna pack up, get back in the water. Got about 3.5 miles to go. Get to the point where Amanda's hopefully gonna be there to pick me up. The hammock was really comfortable. Bug net's great, didn't have to worry about any bugs. Yeah, not much to report. Pretty uneventful night. I did hear all sorts of noises, lots of loud splashes in the water, so I don't know if that was fish jumping or if that was maybe a bird catching fish or what. But it woke me up once or twice, but it was overall a pretty peaceful night. There is a train not too far from here that will come past. I think it went by once or twice last night, but the one time was before I went to bed, and the other, I only vaguely remember it. So yeah, so this was a really awesome trip, and I definitely would like to do more trips like this in the future. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Alright. Bacon's on and cooking. Nice slow cook. Coffee's still in the works. Alright, time for breakfast. Got my oatmeal here, which I added way too much water to. That's okay, because I don't have a spoon anyway, so I can just kind of drink this stuff. No, it's not. I didn't add too much by that much. It's just a little runny. banana nut oatmeal. It's the weirdest thing. I only like to eat oatmeal when I'm in the woods. I don't like to eat it at home. But campfire oatmeal, I don't mind. Let's get in on some of this bacon action. Hot. Nice and hot. Fresh off the grill. Did have a slight flare up while cooking it, so it is charred a little bit. That's just about how I like it. And of course, it wouldn't be breakfast without some coffee. Nice. Nice and dark, very hot and full. Yeah, definitely a good breakfast. It's going to be exactly the fuel I need to continue down the river and get picked up later. So I'm going to keep eating and then check in once I'm back on the water, I think. Alright, so I'm leaving my island. Had a really good night last night. But it's time to head out. Amanda's gonna pick me up. So I'm out on the river at this point. And got all my gear. Make sure I got my phone, I do. It's a really nice little island there. I'd love to come back there again sometime. Well, as you can see, I'm no longer in the woods. So, got out of the water, turned on the GoPro to shoot an ending and hit the record button, took a photo. So yeah, realized that a week later when I was doing some editing, but well, here we are. But thoughts about the trip. If something like this is something you'd like to try at some point, definitely recommend doing your homework first, spending a lot of time looking at maps, reading about the river or the creek that you're going to be on the internet, checking current conditions, future conditions if possible. I can post some resources that I found useful when planning this trip if you want to check them out. Definitely kind of you want to know where like hazards are on the water, any potential issues you might run into. Definitely recommend having a paper map in addition to a GPS unit. I think they're very useful to have, especially if you're going somewhere new. Yeah, couldn't ask for a better trip. Weather was perfect. I mean, it was a little on the warm side, but other than that, it's definitely a great time. Hopefully gonna get out on some more kayaking trips this summer. Gonna take Amanda and Lenny on one of the next ones, see how that goes. We might need a canoe for Lenny. I don't know how it's gonna go on a kayak with her, so maybe we'll try it. Maybe I'll get a canoe for that, but either way, we're gonna have some more river trips this year. But until next time, thanks for watching, and see you later.